We also have the mother of Soumya, Mrs. Madhavi Vishwanathan with us. Thank you very much, madam, for speaking to NDTV. I know, I just want to tell you
Yes.
that when this case happened, I had just started working, and my family and everybody, we had felt a lot for your family then. I'm just 2 years younger than your daughter, so it was a deeply personal case for all of us. I know it must be an emotional day for you and also a painful day, a reminder of what you went through. How do you see today's verdict, ma'am?
We are relieved, that's all I can say, because we have lost our daughter. We cannot get her back anyway. But we are relieved that the punishment that they have been convicted, because it will act as a deterrent to others. This.
Right, right, ma'am. And in the course of 15 years, I know that you have struggled a lot. There were many delays and challenges. Can you tell us how difficult was this struggle with the courts, with the police, or did the police make it easy for you? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It has been very traumatic. The police have been cooperative. Later on, we have not been in touch much with the police, but they have been very cooperative. But it was, we didn't know what the future held for us. We really did not know.
Right, right. So, ma'am, the sentencing is going to come about on October 26th. What do you expect?
We want life sentence for them. I don't know what they will.
Right. You think that would be justice, a life sentence?
Yes, because actually it's a life sentence for us now. We have lost our daughter. We are not going to get her back. Yeah. So why shouldn't they get life sentence? Absolutely. It should not be anything less than that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ma'am, I know this is a difficult question, but how did you and your husband get the strength to fight and struggle for all these years? And are there strong memories of Soumya that kept you going?
Yes, it is a strong memories. The family of Soumya's friends who have always been with us, who have always been with us.
Right, right. And
they have been a big support to us, actually. Even from NDTV, Anusura stood with us all the time in the beginning.
Right, right. And how do you feel today, madam? Do you feel a partial victory, or how do you feel emotional? What do you, I mean, I know the tragedy of this is great, but what is the feeling that you have today, ma'am?
I'm sorry, victory and happiness are the words which has been completely obliterated from the dictionary of our lives. Right. That can never be there.
Right. Right, ma'am. My prayers to you and your family. And one last question, how did this change you as a family? Because I know trauma, tragedy changes families completely. You lost a young daughter and you had to fight for so many years to get justice. How did this change your family, yourselves? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It has changed us. Now we are alone. We thought at least if one daughter is abroad, the other will be somewhere there. And we'll have, but now we are alone here. Our life has been completely paralyzed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And one last question. What is your advice to young women? Soumya was a working woman, and that was an inspiration to all of us, who were growing up then. So what is your advice to women of the country? Today, everybody is watching you, so what would you tell them?
I would tell them not to be frightened. Go on working just like men and women are equal. Now, they have to do it, This can happen to a boy also, but unfortunately, it happens more to women. But then a time has to come when, women should not be treated as someone who is just to listen. Like this person said, that Ravi Kapoor got annoyed because she was asked to stop the car and she didn't stop the car. And that's why he shot her.
Right, right, right. Right, ma'am. Thank you, Madhavi, ma'am. And thank you very much for speaking to NDTV.